The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to it. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a great day yesterday, getting this day started off today in the right way. Hope everybody is having a tremendous day, getting everything moving. Selmo, Fudd, good morning, brother. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? My ultra journey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Glad you guys are up and at it today. We are going to get into some pre-market stuff, some crypto news, and then, just talk about whatever, So, yeah, that's right. Smash that like button. Selmo, man, let me know while we go through some of these pre-markets in my ultra journey too. What plays you guys in that are some of these low market cap gems, if you guys are in any of them? Because we know it is meme season around here, man. Some of these things are pumping and some of them are dumping. But man, this market is just crazy right now. But I really hope you guys had a great day yesterday. Hope you guys made some money. Hope you guys were smart with your money and doing your thing. Pre-markets don't look too great this morning. I'll tell you, this right here keeps hanging over the market's head. Cryptocurrency market and the stock market right here is this debt ceiling, and they're not close, guys. Regardless of what they say, they're not close. And this thing's gonna end up blowing if they don't do something really quick. We're running up on some deadlines. Remember, even if they do strike a deal, it's going to take a week to get it through the House and probably another week to get it through the Senate. And then, that's 2 weeks. And then whatever it takes for, Sleepy Joe to wake up and sign it. But Janet Yellen came out yesterday and doubled down and said, they'll possibly be out of money January 1st. So, some people might not be getting paid. Good morning, Dr. Rob, MMAI family, Selma, my ultra journey. Yep. Everybody's in the house. So, so we got issues going on here, guys. So this thing could get nasty here in a minute. Just listening at work. I stopped in. Okay, my ultra journey is on that grind, man. My ultra journey is on that grind. Pepe, yeah, I'm in Pepe too. My ultra journey. I like Pepe. I think Pepe is going to be. One of these ones that you can see it trading sideways right now, but I think it's going to take off. I really do. Pepe's got a lot of momentum behind it. The more they talk about it, the more it's going to the more it's going to gain popularity. The more it's going to take off. Maddie, good morning. Long time no see. How you been, Maddie? So I think the more and more they're even talking about Pepe, the more and more it's going to take off. So, I believe Pepe is going to be in that. I think depending on whether you use CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, it's 69 and 65. I really can see it climbing up the charts here pretty soon. It's got some really good sideways action in it right now. I can tell you right now, like the two plays I'm in as far as meme coins go, are just Pepe and Mong. Kind of played around with a couple of other ones, but got in, made some money, got out. So not really playing around too much with them. And if I do, I'm looking to get some money and get the hell out of there. But Pepe and Mong, I'm kind of holding for a little while. I think them two got some upside. Everybody, a lot of people were holding on to Bob. But with Bob, it scares me a little bit. The dev team, that developer holds a large portion in his wallet. So I got in, I made a little bit of money and got out. Yes, Pepe can have a big move. I think so. Maddie. I think Pepe can have a big move. I think it's got a big move in it. Reminds me of Shib. You know, Shib had that big pump when it started to get listed on all these exchanges, and then it traded sideways for a while, and then I think it was either the Binance or the Coinbase listing. I can't remember which one. That and the fact that the bull run started at the same time, just send that thing to the moon. But you know, pre-markets aren't looking that great, guys. There are a lot of issues going on. The European market's waking up. It's looking about the same, a little bit better than the United States market, but you know they're starting to trade in the green a little bit more than they were when I woke up. The Asian markets closing. They didn't close too bad. Wasn't great, but they definitely didn't close too bad. And I only bring this because this is usually, the United States usually kind of follow suit a little bit here. But yeah, the Euro market's starting to turn around a little bit. But it's scary right now because of this debt ceiling, guys. This debt ceiling is looming over all the markets. The fear and greed index sitting at neutral, where it should be. We'll go ahead and take a look at why it should be sitting here in neutral here right now. You're looking at the total overall crypto market cap at $1,127 billion. So about 20 billion came out of the market over the last 24 hours since the last time we were on here. That's a lot of money leaving the market. So this is why we're in a down market. About 20 billion left. Seiko, good morning, man. We are up. We are at it. World is watch to see if the Americans can become default. Yeah, Maddie, we're looking to see it. Everybody's watching to see if the Americans will default on their debt. Seiko, good morning. And if they do default on their debt, you're going to see this whole market just come crashing down. Crypto market, stock market, Euro market, maybe the Asian market, they're all going to come crashing down. So there's no doubt about that. So everybody's watching, but we are running up on some time frames here that are important in this month before we run out of money. It's only going to take one time for people to miss their paychecks, senior citizens to miss their paychecks, government workers to miss their paychecks, for everybody to take a step back out of the markets and really crash them, because that will represent a sign of weakness, and that's exactly not what you want. Bitcoin, guys, $27,062. This thing, it dropped. It dropped probably $100 since I've been up. So the market is definitely on its way down. Ethereum sitting at 1,814. Definitely on its way down this morning. Was definitely higher than that when I woke up this morning, and I get up early, 4:35 o'clock in the morning here Eastern Standard Time. So yes, both parties on SS. Yeah. We're gonna see Maddie. It's touchy. But Ethereum sitting at 1,814. BNB sitting at 311. definitely down market. You know, XRP keeps flirting with this 40 cent range. I wouldn't be surprised if the market keeps leaking a little bit, if this thing drops down into the 30 cent range. I'm a buyer right around 37 cents. I have a bag at 37 cents. I'll probably add to it there. So definitely a buyer there. So I'm watching that. Polygon sitting at 85 cents. I've been accumulating Polygon in the short term bag I have. My long term bag is much lower than this. We're buying Polygon between 40 and 50 cents. I kind of have that as my long term bag. I'm sitting on it. I have that money just sitting there, kind of waiting for the next bull run. I don't need the money. So I was able to throw it in there and just let it sit. But I am starting I have started a short term position at around 83 to 87 cents. So I'm starting to accumulate in there, and I'll sell that off when it breaks like $1.20 or somewhere in there. I have the math, but somewhere in there I'll sell that off. Have a good day. To have a good day to all. You too, Maddie. Thanks for stopping by. So I'll probably sell that off, pretty quick once this market starts to turn around. So I'm gonna probably start a short term XRP bag too, if the market continues to go down. So this market is what it is, guys. We lost about 20 billion on the 24 hours. So you can't expect this thing to be up right now with 20 billion coming out of it. It's just unrealistic. Damn, I didn't bring my bubbles up. Guys. I will in a second. With that world debt, the calculation of those numbers for each American comes to about 100K per person if you wanted to break it down. Damn, Salmo, you broke that down. 100K per person? That's crazy, man. That's a nice breakdown. I never even broke it down that far. But yeah, just to think about that is nuts, man. I never broke it down that far. 100K per person, huh? That's nuts. Crypto Benny, good morning. How are you? Welcome. So as you guys can see, it's red. We have red here. It continues to leak out, but Hex, like Elmo was telling us the other day, has launched the Pulse chain, so they're up 7.4% today. So they're doing well. You would expect them to do well with the launch of the Pulse chain. Pulse chain has been in development for a long time, so for them guys to get that out is really good. I'm proud of everybody who got into Hex early, making some money. So I'm proud of that. Marty, hello. Penny, Marty. So yeah, so I'm proud of anybody who got into Hex early. You're sitting pretty good right now. And the last time that this market was really, really, really down, Hex was cheap. It was really cheap, and it's probably a little bit better than a I don't know. I would say probably at least a 10x from where it was back then. It's sitting at where is Hex? Hex is up here. It's probably a little bit better than a 10x from where it was. Well, it's sitting at 3 cents right now. And probably not. Probably double. I thought it was a little bit higher than what it was, but still, you basically doubled up your money if you bought it if you bought it on the last downturn. So big ups to everybody who got into Hex, making that money. Make sure you're taking your profit. Uh, Marty, good morning, man. Good morning. I'm glad you're here this morning. What's up, DG? What's up, DG? And with nothing, Big Watts, dude. How are you, man? How are you? But yeah, so Hex is up 7.4%. One of the shining stars here, guys. Everything else is pretty down. Everything else will probably stay down today. I'm not expecting any type of push or any type of big market gains until we can figure this debt ceiling out. It, I wish it would. I wish it would go the other way. I wish that because we were in a debt ceiling crisis, that people would be taking their money and moving it to cryptocurrency more as a security blanket. But that's just not the case. There's not enough comfortability in that yet. But that really should be what everybody's doing, but they're really not. I wish that comfortability level was there with crypto, because I think that crypto could really strive there. Get into some of this news real quick. U.S. DOJ targets crypto exchanges. Mixers official. I'm not necessarily against this, guys. I don't mind the DOJ going after cryptocurrency exchanges that are mixers. Mixers are dangerous for the whole cryptocurrency industry in general. I don't necessarily agree with mixers. This is kind of what gives cryptocurrency a bad name right now. These mixers where people are just able to put their money in there and just kind of move it around freely. A lot of bad shit happens on these mixers, guys. I ain't gonna play around with you. A lot of people are moving money they shouldn't be moving on these mixers. I'm not against this. So when it comes to the DOJ and them guys, we all know that they're kind of out there a little bit when it comes to crypto. They really don't. They're going after the wrong people. They're doing the wrong things with the SEC and all them and all these guys. But going after these mixers, I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. I don't have a problem with that. I think these are some things that we kind of need to weed out of the industry in general, anyways. So we'll see where this one goes. We'll see what happens here. But they took down Tornado Cash. They took down a lot of that. So I think that that's the right move. What happened with Coinbase? Coinbase case, Daniel. We're gonna get into that. I got an article coming up here. I did put a video out about the Chamber of Commerce a couple of days ago, coming in and writing a letter of support to the judge for Coinbase. And anybody who doesn't know, the Chamber of Commerce is a huge lobbying firm for businesses in Washington, and they have a lot of power in DC. They donate a lot of money. They have a lot of power. They came out in support of Coinbase, and they basically said, the SEC doesn't have any regulations. How can they do this to the cryptocurrency companies? And basically, not basically, they came right out and said it, that what the SEC was doing was against the law. So, it's craziness right now. Here's right here, crypto regulations. Regulatory clarity may take years. This is an article that was put out based on the SEC coming back and answering Coinbase's briefing for cryptocurrency regulation clarity. And basically what the SEC came back and said is that they don't owe Coinbase an explanation, that they were well within their rights to not answer Coinbase. They don't owe them a regulation. What they're asking for, if you read through this article, what the SEC saying is not saying, they actually said it. What Coinbase is asking for cannot be done in a short period of time that they were given. That cryptocurrency regulations and cryptocurrency clarity will take years. Um, so that was their answer to Coinbase, basically. I don't think the judge is going to go for this because what what you have is you have an entity in the United States who's out here trying to govern cryptocurrency, and basically has people tied up in court, and it's taking money from other cryptocurrency exchanges and things like that, and they don't even have clarity themselves on what they're actually regulating, and they admit that in this filing, in this briefing, back to the court, saying, it's going to take years to figure this out. And, they can't, basically saying they cannot answer Coinbase's briefing because they don't have the answers. I don't think the judge is going to go for this. I think that the SEC is going to have to come back with something a little bit stronger than what they have in this particular briefing. You can read through this article. It's pretty damning for the SEC because the SEC is basically out here saying that they don't know what they're governing, right? So, and they don't have clarity themselves. So, like this is I think Coinbase is going to show the whole world that the SEC is basically full of shit in everything that they're saying and everything that they're doing and how they're trying to regulate cryptocurrency. That they don't even have any idea what they're doing. And you can see from what the SEC is saying in here that they don't. But obviously they pull the bully tactics out and say that they don't owe Coinbase an explanation. I think that that's where their argument's going to fall off. I don't think that the judge is going to agree with that. I mean, obviously the lawsuit has made it this far to the appellate court. So there's merit to what Coinbase is saying in their briefing, or it never would have made it to the appellate court. They would have tossed it out long before it got to court. So for the SEC to come back and say that they don't owe Coinbase an explanation, and that they don't have clarity themselves, and it's going to take them years to get clarity, is not good for the SEC. Good morning, Timsky. Good morning, XXI. What's good? What's good this morning, man? Glad to see you. Glad to see both of you. So I think the judge is going to come back after the arguments back and forth between Coinbase and the SEC lawyers, and he's going to tell the SEC, or she's going to tell the SEC. I don't even know if it's a male or female judge. They're going to tell the SEC to go ahead and that they've got to come back. They've got to come back with something a little bit better than what they initially came out with, because it's just not good enough. Man, we just loving, we here in the morning chopping it up, XXI. Chopping it up, man, chopping it up about crypto. But, and this is why I've been saying to you guys, like, I think that the Coinbase case is bigger than the Ripple case as far as cryptocurrency in general, and getting clarity and regulation, because the Ripple case is solely based on XRP Ripple, right? Yes, it'll roll down to the rest of the cryptocurrency market as far as how the judge rules. But what Coinbase is doing is it's actually taking on the whole regulatory system in general and saying, you have to give us clarity on these regulations, because you're out here prosecuting people and taking people to court, and we don't even know what rules that we're operating under. So when you look at this is why I think Coinbase is so much ahead of Ripple in their filings. And I understand why Ripple had to do what it did. It had to protect its business. It had to protect itself. Where Coinbase is saying, you know what, we're not going to take this to trial. We're not going to go to a trial judge. We're going to go take this right to the appellate court. we're gonna skip all that long trial stuff, and we're gonna take it here, and we're gonna try to get some clarity into how we operate. So this is gonna move a lot faster. So this is why Coinbase is going to it's going to have more of an impact on the cryptocurrency market than Ripple. I think you into ladies. No, but I keep hearing about it, Selmo. I keep hearing about ladies and sluts. I didn't hear about sluts, but I keep hearing about ladies. It keeps it keeps popping up on my Twitter feed. Um, but I didn't get into any of them. Kind of had some stuff going on the past couple of days, so I didn't want to jump into any quick DGM plays the past couple of days because I knew I wouldn't be able to watch the charts. I knew I wouldn't be able to be on them charts like I needed to. And when you're in these DGM plays like that, the one thing that you need to do is stay glued to them charts. So I kind of stayed away the past couple of days. I see XXI's out there talking about Mrs. Pepe. Kind of looked into that one a little bit too, but knew I didn't have the time to watch the charts on it. So, but yeah, lady keeps popping up. Sluts not so much. Ladies, I've seen, and there's another one. Is it Elmo, I think, or something like that. It keeps popping up. But like I said, when you get into them, you gotta have time. You gotta be in front of them charts all day, and I can't. I just didn't have that time to be able to dedicate to that. But yeah, so this is a big deal right here, guys. This whole regulatory clarity and how the SEC answered Coinbase. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. I really want to see what the judge comes back with and how they deal with this SEC, how they answered Coinbase. I don't necessarily think the judge is going to be too happy with this, but like I said, the Chamber of Commerce came out and backed Coinbase to the judge. Do not be surprised if between this week and next week you start to see more and more companies or agencies like the Chamber of Commerce come out and really back Coinbase. And I've said this from the beginning, and I'll stand by it. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of the senators come out and write letters of support to Coinbase for Coinbase too. I think that they will, and I think that that's what's going to send a message to the judge. That's what's going to send a message to the rest of the judges, even the XRP judge, that it's probably time to go ahead and make some moves and get some clarity on this stuff because when you got some big power players like the Chamber of Commerce and then maybe a couple senators, don't be surprised if CZ weighs in on this. Don't be surprised if CZ. Don't be surprised if Crypto.com. Don't be surprised, if a lot of these power players like that start to weigh in and really write letters of support, and then some of the bigger businesses out here as well. The one, the one that I would love to see write a letter of support is J.P. Morgan, and I don't think that they won't. I think that they might. I think that J.P. Morgan is about crypto. Don't be surprised if MasterCard itself comes out and writes a letter of support for Coinbase either. MasterCard has been leading the credit card industry in cryptocurrency innovation. So I don't think that they want to stop it. Vote V3 launched. People were ready to sell without being taxed. My Alta journey, yeah, I have 2 bags of Volt. One on the BNB side, one on the ETH side. And I converted my tokens over to V3. And again, they're just sitting there in my wallet. I really haven't done much with them. They don't have any taxes on them. Migration's always scared the hell out of me. But I did migrate mine. I hate putting my stuff on a bridge and migrating it over, um, because a lot of stuff can go bad. But it was seamless. It was easy. A lot of big sell-offs though. A lot of big sell-offs. A lot of people getting out with zero taxes. You got to remember, a lot of people went from what was it, 26% round trip to now zero. So yeah, a lot of people making that move to get out. They just had a $1 million burn yesterday. It did absolutely nothing for the chart. Good morning, Queen. Good morning, Queen. Hey, Ultra Journey. Ultra Journey. I couldn't even, I couldn't even find V3 on any CEXs. Um, CEXs probably haven't converted yet. Big watch. They're gonna get airdrop their tokens and then they're gonna make the conversion. Uh, so so they they'll convert. They'll convert when they get their airdrops. Um, Fidelity would be would be a big voice too. Timsky, yeah, Fidelity would be a huge voice. I don't I think that they're all going to come out in support of this. I really do. I just I think you're going to see, a lot of people write briefings for Coinbase. I think that the Chamber of Commerce was first, and that's what's going to make it safe for a lot of other businesses to come out and write these briefings, because they know that if the Chamber of Commerce has their back, that they'll usually be okay. So I think you're going to see more. The CEXs were supposed to the CEXs were supposed to uh, automatically, yeah, on my ultra journey, they will, once they get their airdrops and they make the conversions within their system, they'll just automatically change you over from V2 to V3. It'll be an automatic. Your V2 will no longer show up in your wallet. Your V3 will. Uh, it's kind of how that works on the CEXs, because you got to remember, like, the CEXs have one wallet, right? So what they'll do is they'll convert every single token in that wallet, and then once that's all converted over, then they'll go ahead and make the transition on the CEXs, on their CEX, right? So some CEXs may make the transition quicker than others, but I can tell you, there's not a lot of you're not missing much, big watch. There's not a lot of price action on the V3 as far as any up. You're not missing a moonshot. I can tell you that from somebody who holds it. You're definitely not missing a moonshot. We'll go back and damn. We'll go back and look at these pre-markets again. They're completely red, guys. This is not gonna be a good trading day. It'll be a good accumulation day. It's definitely not going to be a good. It's definitely not going to be a good profit taking day. That's for sure. Unless you're in some of these speculative plays that may go up. It may go up. But Bone, guys, here's another example. I was watching Bone this morning. It's sitting at 77 cents right now. So Bone is absolutely getting hammered out here in this market. It's trading sideways between 77 and 79. But you look at this fall. This fall is crazy. I might buy back. I might buy back in if it gets to 7 zeros. Yeah. Big watch. It's one of these things where, you know, to tell you the truth, Big Watch, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna hold where it's at. I don't see a lot of movement right now. Um, so I mean, I'm up. You got to remember, I bought early. I bought early. So I'm up. I'm not losing anything right now. Actually, I'm up pretty good. And I just, even with the taxes, if I would have sold with the taxes, I still would have been ahead. Um, Elmo, good morning. How are you? How are you, Elmo? But I don't like the burns. I don't particularly care for the burns because they're not buyback and burns. which means that they're not really showing up on the charts. So it's kind of frustrating to me. I can't stand it that we're pumping up burns, but they're not buybacking burns. And so you're really not seeing any positive price action on the chart from that. And it's just frustrating, you know, because I think we should call it like we see it, and, I mean, let's not pump it. Let's not pump it up if it's really not going to have any effect on the chart. And we know that buyback that just burns themselves have no effect on the chart unless they're buybacks and burns. So I just, it's really there's a lot of things that are really just getting to me, and I'm trying to hang in there, but you know, I'm trying to hang in there, and, because I've been invested because I was invested so early. I just I'm trying. Oh, it's the same. It's the same type. It's the same type of weak ass. Yeah, they're just moving from one wallet to the other. Crow has Crow has a big burn coming. Yeah, yeah, Timsky. But is it a buyback and burn? Because if it's not a buyback and burn, it's really not going to do anything. It doesn't do anything for the price. I mean, to get the full effects of a burn, you have to be in the project for a long, long, long time to be able to see that, to see the effects of that. Um, I mean, look at Shib. Shib's been burning forever. Where are they at? So yeah, my subs are up to 857, I think. Yeah, this morning I look 856, 857, about 143 away from being monetized. So we're moving. We got our 4,000 watch hours, so we're up there. We're doing really good with the watch hours. They continue to grow. Subs continue to grow too. I've been putting out some videos for some other projects. Doing some other stuff around the cryptocurrency market. Been on a lot of spaces. Been talking on a lot of spaces. Been invited to talk on a lot of the spaces. Um, been making some videos. Been doing some things. So, kind of getting the word out for the morning streams as well. Letting people know we're here. Letting people know that we're talking in the morning. So, I mean, it's all starting to work out. It's all starting to be good. But you know what? At the end of the day, even when we reach 1,000 subs, my day ones are my day ones, baby, and we all riding together. But we got to get there. Please share the stream. Thanks, Queen. Um, Congratulations, Daniel. Thanks, XXI. Appreciate you, man. You one of them day ones, man. We riding. We always gonna ride together. You and Elmo. Great. The party. The party's getting closer. Yeah, Elmo. The party's getting closer, man. We're getting closer and closer to the party. Lena, good morning. Good morning. How are you? So YouTube, YouTube is YouTube is a grind, man. XXI YouTube is an absolute grind. People don't realize how much of a grind it is when they're watching, but YouTube is definitely a grind. But you know what? I enjoy it. I enjoy coming on here every morning. I enjoy talking about crypto. So it really, that part of it's easy. Everything else is a grind. You guys know I'm invested in Mung. I have some money in Mung. I'm letting it ride. Mung, I think, is another great. Is going to be here for a while, kind of like Pepe. It's trading sideways like Pepe right now. Um, I think it's up over the last day. We are looking at the hour chart, so you can see kind of it's up over the last day. I think Mung and Pepe are setting themselves up for a nice little run here pretty soon. Not quite sure. Obviously we never know when it's going to take off, but I think that they're setting both of these tokens are setting themselves up for a nice little run, a nice little move to the upside. So I'm really watching that, and then we can go ahead and take a look at Pepe, see where Pepe's at. Pepe, I'm telling you guys, Pepe just reminds me of Shiv. I mean, you see this run up it had the other day. it just continually trades sideways, sideways, sideways. If you pull this hourly chart, back even further, you'll see the same repeat. It's on repeat. Like it'll consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. It'll take off, right? And I just think Pepe reminds me of Shiv back in its early days. And I don't know. I have a gut feeling, and I just have a gut feeling that Mung and Pepe are going to be the two memes that are left standing out of all of this. And that's why I have money in both of them. Yes, I played around in some other ones, like I played around in Bob, but I made some money and got out of Bob. Looking at ETH Classic, BTC Cash, Filecoin, and Litecoin. Yeah, them are all good plays, guys. Some ETH Classic and BTC Cash. For some reason, BTC Cash took off the other day. And I don't know why I didn't. I was on the road. I didn't really get a chance to look at it. I think it might have been last week. Maybe it took off. And I do I like Filecoin. I'm not invested in it. But everything I hear about Filecoin is that it's a good project. Making and finding content is hard. Timsky, yeah, it is, especially in a making and finding content is hard, especially in a bear market where there's not a lot of big news to talk about. It's a little tough. But you know what? We're in crypto. There's always something to talk about. Sometimes it's boring, but there's always something to talk about. Uh, do you think Coinbase will? Do you think Coinbase will add Pepe? I do. Big watch. I do. I think that they'll. I think that they'll add it. I think it's just a matter of when. I think that whole plot that they put out with Pepe was a way to drive the price down so that they could buy in at a cheaper price. You got to remember, Binance did the same thing. They put a big disclaimer out on CoinMarketCap, and then at the same time that disclaimer was up there, they were buying in, and then they listed it. But I think Coinbase did the exact wrong thing with their message, and it blew up in their face, and it actually tanked their stock. So the whole ban Coinbase on Twitter actually tanked their stock by a lot. Never jumped into Bob or Pepe. Yeah, XXI, you want Pepe lady? Probably will get in. Probably getting soon. Yeah, nice consolidation periods right now though. So like I like it. I haven't added to my bag. In Pepe or Mung, I haven't added at all. Actually, I took profits. I took and then with just straight profit money. So I'm riding them both pretty much free right now. ETH Classic's been on my bye for a minute. ETH Classic is it's not dead. You know what I mean? And it's actually gaining in popularity because ETH Classic is proof of work, and when you look at proof of work, it's one of these things that is not it's considered a commodity, right? Proof of work, when you look at Bitcoin and that. Proof of stake is still in question. I think Ethereum jumped the gun a little bit too soon on proof of stake. I think that they may have proof of stake themselves right into they may have, and I'm not saying they have. We need some more clarity and rules around it, but they may have proof of stake themselves right into a security. So we'll see what happens. But I think Ethereum Classic is still proof of work. So you may see more people go over there depending on what happens. But Ethereum Classic is far from dead. So definitely definitely one of these ones to keep your eye on. But Pepe's trading pretty good. It's trading sideways. It's so is it Mung. There's not a lot really going on with them, um, except for the hype train. But the hype train can be the hype train. I'm invested. I'm glad that they're holding spaces. I'm glad that they're doing what they're doing because it pumps my bag. But I'm not gonna sit in these spaces all day long. Uh, BTC still. I'm telling you, I think that this thing's going down 26 again today. I think Ethereum's probably going to be down in that 1700 range again today. I think you're looking at BNB probably coming down at the low 300 range, probably 305, 306, somewhere in there. Think you're looking at them things dipping down into that range today. And if you like Shiba Inu, and again, I have enough SHIB. I'm not adding to my bag. SHIB is actually getting hammered right now in this market, so it's probably a good time to add. They're getting crushed. They're not running with the rest of the meme coins. They're getting beat up pretty good. They gained the zero back. And they haven't. They've just been on a straight downward trajectory since then. When you look at them on a day, ever since they lost to zero, I mean, they gained a zero back. Um, you know, um, but this has a lot to do with Shibarium. It has a lot to do with Shibarium not being out, and it has a lot to do with the other meme coins pumping. But you would expect that if the rest of the meme coins were pumping, that Shib and Doge would pump as well, and they're absolutely not pumping. Uh, yeah, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel. Daniel. Miss Pepe is a cool. Oh, you guys, I'm way behind. I just got way behind for some reason. Yeah, it's a cool project. Yeah, I looked at it when you were posting it. I took a look, but like I said, I wasn't. The past couple of days, I definitely haven't been in a position to watch charts, so I've been staying away from anything degen, just because I feel like anytime I get into anything like that, I definitely need to be in front of the charts. Uh, definitely going to be adding more SHIB. Yeah, I mean, I think if you don't have enough SHIB, you know, I mean, it's going down. So when do you add it? That's based on where you're at within the project, and what your average costs are when you add it. That's what it's based on. But I can tell you, it's not running with everybody else. It damn sure is not running with everybody else. Chainlink, Chainlink is a buy. I'm in Chainlink XXI. I bought Chainlink. Told you guys I bought Chainlink a couple weeks ago. It kept getting brought up here. It was always something that was on my list. It was always something that I looked at as being a long-term play. I just wasn't in it. It made my short list. And when you guys kept bringing it up here, I was like, you know what? The price is right. It's down. I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. And I actually jumped in. I actually have it on a centralized exchange. Actually, I got to move it off of there, but I bought it on a centralized exchange because gas fees are like 100 at that time. They were like 100, $150. So I definitely, um, I definitely was buying it on exchange, and I'll move it. But so yeah, we definitely are down today, guys. This market, we lost. Let's see, yeah, around 20 billion over a 24-hour period. So you got to expect that down market until at least that 20 billion comes back into the market. Like your market can't boom if money keeps leaving. That math just doesn't make sense, and that's kind of where we are right now, guys. So I mean, be safe. I'm gonna get out of here in a minute, but be safe, guys, out here today. These markets are bleeding red until we get some clarity on this debt ceiling. I think we're gonna be in this position. We may see a couple green days between now and then, but I don't think it's gonna be anything big. Um, And if we don't get this debt ceiling figured out, guys, we're going to see the United States markets, the European markets, and possibly the Asian markets and the cryptocurrency market all crash. They're going to come down. They're going to come down like Niagara Falls, guys. They are going to fall because the day that the United States defaults on any of its debt, it doesn't even need to default on its debt. It just needs to not pay its employees for a day, and if that happens, these markets are going to come down like Niagara Falls. What's your thoughts on Quant? I love Quant. I love Quant XXI. I'm a big holder of Quant. I love Quant since the day it came out. I own Quant. I'll continue to own Quant. Quant is one of these things that my average cost on Quant is like 90 something dollars. Me and Samo were just talking about this the other day. I love Quant, and every time it gets to my average price, I'm a buyer of Quant. I kick myself because I didn't buy Quant when I seen it at $50. I should have jumped all the way in Quant at 50. I waited. But I'm not gonna wait again. If it gets it keeps flirting with that $100 mark, and it keeps flirting with dropping below that. And as soon as it does, I'm jumping on it. Need to run. Take care. Elmo, go to work, man. Have a great day. Appreciate you being there. But yeah, XXI, me and Samo were talking about Quant the other day. Love that project. That project's a long-term hold for me. It's one that I every time I buy it, I just stick it away in a bag and just know that the upside for Quant, we haven't even scratched the surface on that yet, in my opinion. So I just I'm a big believer in Quant. 100 Quant is my target. Damn, yeah, 100 Quant will put you on a massive run. That will put you on 71. Will put you on a massive run in the bull run. People got to understand what Quant. Without Quant, there's no ISO 2022, right? It's not gonna happen. So without Quant over all that stuff, the interoperability just is not gonna happen. And they need Quant to pull all this off. And the supply of Quant is so much less than the supply of Bitcoin that it's Quant has nowhere to go but up. People look at the $100 price tag that's on Quant and they're like, well, it's an expensive one. It's an expensive one. I tell people, invest what you can afford. Buy it in pieces, right? Buy it in pieces. You don't have to jump all the way in on every single one. Buy it if you can, but to not have any, you really may be missing out. I think Quant's going to be, it'd take the stable coins out of the equation, right? I think Quant will definitely be a top 7 to 8 coin without a doubt. I think once all the ISOs roll out, once all the utility tokens roll out, Quant will definitely be up there, top 10. They'll definitely be top 10. So that's my take. Does that answer your question, XXI? I love Quant, man. If I had my choice right now, out of all of the ISO tokens to own, I would say if you don't have Quant, you're probably missing out. So, but yeah, guys, the markets aren't looking great. Coinbase news, the SEC answered Coinbase, basically told the judge in Coinbase that they didn't need to answer them, that they didn't feel that they needed to, that it's going to take years for clarity. It's going to take a while for these things, for them to be able to clarify cryptocurrency regulations, but they don't feel the need to answer them. They didn't feel the need to answer the subpoena. basically, and really gave no clarity at all to the Coinbase's briefing, like the judge asked them to. Um, I don't think the judge is going to buy this. I don't think that they're going to be happy with how the SEC answered this. I don't think that this is going to play out well for the SEC. So I think the SEC's got themselves in a little bit of a problem right here with Coinbase. But it's a good problem for us. It's a bad problem for the SEC. I think Coinbase is on the right track here. I think this is a good thing, and I'm kind of glad that the SEC answered this way because it's going to force the judge to to either bow down to the SEC or make a decision, and let them know that they're just not doing it good enough. I'm actually happy that the SEC came out and said what they said. It just shows everybody where they're at as well. H bar, XLM, XDC. Selmo, I own all of them except for XDC. I sold out of XDC. I sold out of XDC when it went up. I think it was the 4 area or somewhere like that. I sold out. I was double my money, and I sold it all out. I sold out of my whole position in XDC, and I actually dumped it in the quant. Yes, that's the first. That's the first one. This is the first one I jumped into. Good XXI, you're in it. Yeah. Was waiting on QET and XDC was there. Yeah, I got out of XDC. I'll probably get back in it. I got out. I doubled my money in it and got out. So I own a lot of ISO tokens. I own XRP. I own XLM. I own Quant. I own HBAR. I owned XDC. I don't own it anymore. But I own Algorand. So I'm a big ISO person. I think that it's going to take off. I owned LCX too, but I sold off my position in LCX. So I'll probably look to get back into XDC pretty soon here. But guys, so I'm gonna wrap it up here tonight, 6 p.m. Twitter Space. We're going to talk crypto. We're going to talk Cali trip. We're going to talk general crypto. We're going to talk about it all like we do every Tuesday night, guys. So we're going to be on it tonight. It is going to be a recorded space tonight for one of the first times for me, just because I think that when we talk Cali and headquarters and things like that, I kind of want it to be recorded. I want to hear people's stories. I want to hear, what happened out there. I want to hear a little bit about the PowerPoint presentation that Dr. Kim put on. I want to hear about all that. So we're going to go ahead and record it tonight. We don't know who's going to drop by, who's going to drop in and give their insight. So, I want to be ready. And I want to, and I want to share that with everybody. So I'm going to record it. And, usually the only reason I don't record my spaces on Tuesdays because I want people to be able to come up in there, talk freely and honestly about, their feelings on cryptocurrency and projects or whatever, without people going back and listening and, them guys ending up on Twitter or ending up on somebody's YouTube channel or things like that, that the crazy shit people do. So that's one of the reasons why I don't record them, but I think tonight's going to be important. So, we're going to, but yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a great one tonight at 6. Man, step by. Selmo, stop by there, man. Come up, give us some of that knowledge too. Seiko, Big Watch, XXI, Rob, Lena, Crypto Benny, Elmo, everybody who's in here, let's get there tonight at 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. That's Eastern Standard Time for me. Go in. It's pinned up on my Twitter. Go in, hit that reminder button so you don't forget. I think it's going to be a good one. I know XXI is usually there. Usually has some good stuff to say. But let's make tonight a good one. Big watch, no problem, man. I think it's important that we record these ones, man, when we know we're going to talk about something so good. I think it's important that we record them. I don't want people to miss it. Rob will be there, you know. I know Alter Journey will probably be there. We'll show my face. Yeah, we'll show my face in the place. Good, Summer. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you're gonna show up, man. And if we're talking about anything that piques your interest or anything like that, man, come up and grab the mic. XXI knows I let everybody grab the mic, man. If there's something to talk about, let's talk about it, man. Get everybody's opinion. If we're missing something, or something that you want, to talk about, let's talk about it. That's why it's Tuesday. That's why it's Tuesday open mic night, right? So, but yeah. So with that, I'll see you guys tonight at 6. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me in the morning. I appreciate you guys running through some of this stuff with me in the morning, giving me your insight, giving me your thoughts, putting me on to some new projects, looking at some old ones, all that good stuff that we do here together. I think check. Okay, Seiko. I want you there tonight too, man. So, doing what we do together, guys, building our bags together, building this wealth together, and making sure that we're all together on this thing. And I appreciate it. So, be safe out there today, guys. Trade safe. The market's not looking like a hot market today. It's not looking like it's going to be a market where we're gonna be cashing out a lot of profit today. So be safe. Protect your money, protect your investments. Timsky, you gonna be there tonight? Timsky, you gonna be there tonight? Gold, we're wrapping up here. How are you? So with that, everybody be safe. Everybody protect your money, trade safe. Don't fall for any scams. Don't fall for any of that stuff. I know you guys are smarter than that. You guys won't. But don't lose your tokens, over no nonsense. But be safe out there. Markets aren't looking that great. And this is usually where people start to do some risky shit. So be safe and, just enjoy the day, guys. Enjoy Tuesday. Enjoy every day. Make sure that you're out here enjoying the day. And I'll see you guys all at 6 p.m. tonight on the Twitter space. That Twitter space is going to be live, guys. I'm telling you, we're going to have a blast. We're going to have a good time. So with that, I'm out. Everybody have a good day. And I'll see you guys around the chat or tonight at 6. I'm out.